Hello, and thank you for joining me here at High Priestess Healer. Today we are going to be working on the Libra sign. So I have saged and cleared the cards and raise your vibrations and bring about your intuition with you, your highest vibe, to see what you resonate with. I'm going to just clear your vibrations real quick with this singing bowl. Deep breaths. One more time. Hopefully you feel more peaceful and you're in your element now, and we can see what is it that the Libras are dealing with, need help with, to get them to and through where they want to be, or just see what's going on with them. So it looks like they're needing courage. That looks like the same one that from the collective last night. So it's on both parties. You know, everybody needs courage right now, because there's a major shift happening. So if they need courage, that must mean they're going through a big shift also, okay? From divine feminines, masculines, like the whole world. This huge paradigm shift going on, okay? Especially during this portal time here. It's saying that you may want to focus on service, okay? We've been talking a lot about our purpose and stuff. So I can see this is leading into where your power lies, your comfort levels in life, what difficulties you need to overcome, what do you know, what can you teach someone, what you need to learn, how do you develop your talents and gifts, and what's going to happen, and just how to just live in the flow mainly, because, you know, what you resist persists, they say, you know, so just easily go down the flow instead of like it dragging you down and, you know, you're hurting yourself going down, you know, the drifted way, the river. So let's see if what card comes out. One of my abundance cards is in here. I forget the name of these, but I like these two. Compassion. I saw compassion, sanctuary, trust. Sanctuary came out again. So empowerment, yeah, that's what I said. Taking back, you know, your power and working really on your solar plexus. You know, learning to be authentic, stand up for what you believe, and you know, don't let anybody talk you out of what you believe. Okay, unless, you know, you listen to them and their belief is something that resonates, then you can change your belief and you can change your lifestyle and, you know, perhaps they have something to tell you that will benefit you, expand your consciousness, that help you to be more comfortable, you know, in life, because it's life-changing. Okay, life-changing events seem like they're happening everywhere. I feel it really greatly in this reading in particular. I see that the males are becoming very, very enlightened. I'm so proud. They're actually decided, you know what, I do have a stance to take. I do have a torch to pass on from my ancestors. I do have something to teach. I am valuable. I do have something valuable to say and contribute to the world. I can be compassionate. I am loving. I have integrated those things, and I'm here to be the light. Look at that picture. Talk about standing up and being a leader, but look how humble he is. He's not with this, you know, I don't know, just shoulders back, head straight, and, you know, kind of tilted up and whatnot. He's like in teaching mode, in follow me mode, and I'm shining my brightest light by being the best version of me I can. And whoever I'm a light to, I'm a light to. I can't be a light to everybody, and everybody is at different levels, but you shine your light as big as you can, and there, I promise you, someone is watching and somebody is following you. And what came to my mind instantly was children. Okay, so talking about people that have children, married or not, You're going in a new direction. You're either doing things differently with who you're with and really discovering the in-depth, what true love is about, because now you're loving yourself. Okay, so now that you have a divine loving relationship with our Creator, you have a divine loving relationship with yourself. That's true love. Now you have it to give. So you're going to be able to take your whole self in a new direction and just create, whatever you want, because you have the power of love and you have the backing of the spirit realm, giving you their blessing to do so as you see fit or you're directed to. So you will be getting callings, and they're going to say, you'll need to decide if you're going to take it or not. Okay. Say this after me. Please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Wow, that one actually is very, very heavy, guys. I'm feeling a lot of, there's true love there, towards self, but we can easily, instead of going a positive direction, towards true love and heart's desire, focus on the wrong things and start remembering, what happened, before we gained all this empowerment back. We took our power back. We've been discussing this for a couple of days now, so I know you're in a wobble, and you may be going back and forth, but they want you to stay here in this energy. I have my power. I have love. I have love to give. I have love to express. I have value to give. Some, keep in that power, in that feeling, whatever it takes. Okay. But yes, definitely do look at signs, and there are miracles. They're actually all around you. You see them every day, and now you'll start to see them in a different way. Okay, that kind of rhymes, so I think that was part of my channeling, okay? Especially when I don't know what I'm saying when I'm finished. All right, so right now the Libras are looking for clear direction, which makes sense, right? They're air signs, very logical, analytical. So they're looking for a mental, sign. They're looking for something they can see and they can understand with their mind. Maybe they're taking like a head over heart stance, possibly. If it comes to it, it's like sometimes it's hard to have to, let go a part of you or a person in general to go a different direction, right? Even when you're leaving part of your old self that used to be angry and moving into love, from fear to love, any change is going to feel different and out of your comfort zone, okay? But the angels are saying not to worry, and they're here to comfort you, okay? And they're always there for you in your time of need. So please call and ask upon them. But I do feel this, and this came out yesterday as the five of, cups. And so, I felt that, as the recent past. So that also may be something from your recent past that there's residual you're having to clean up from. They're saying keep the attitude of gratitude, okay? And you'll be well on your way, is what I hear, to overcoming the difficulties. So if you're going through a hard time right now, they say every time something happens that you are thinking in a low vibration, okay, because now we're starting to really help you to amp up your vibes, right? I'm going to be reading from this high vibe card deck every day, and we're going to focus and we're going to practice feeling and holding that feeling of true love and joy and empowerment, okay, every day. And the more you practice it, and the more you practice it, then this feeling of anxiety or overwhelm or self-judgment or judging others or criticism, any low vibe things is just going to melt away, okay? Filling it with light, yourself with light, filling yourself with love, being empowered, you know, taking a stance on things that you believe in, not to doubt yourself, you know, to trust. Don't doubt your, you know, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your relationship to yourself, okay? Don't doubt that anymore. Now I'm talking to a group of people that are becoming very enlightened, right? Just like this guy here. He is you. This is the Libra. And he does not have a sword, but that's because he's not using the sword anymore. He's using more than just a sword. This is like passion. This is like creativity. This is like, you know, the North Node, like showing you the way to your, you know, your greatest, best self in life, you know. And so that's what you need to incorporate, you know, is that fire from the heart space, and not just, you know, using logic. But if it comes to one or the other, when it comes to a sticky situation that you're not comfortable in, then obviously if you have to go one way or another with it, then I could understand, you know, using one or the other. Whichever way gets you to where your heart really wants to be, okay? Right now we're talking to Libras who either are independent or need to learn to be more independent. I'm feeling more of like needing to be independent, because I see this butterfly, but it looks more like a moth. And so to me, it looks like they're trying to spread their wings. You're trying to keep them open, you know, trying to gain muscle to keep them going, your wings, you know. To be independent, right, is trying to just survive. But we're getting out of just survival mode and we're getting into striving mode, okay? It says the more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become, okay? Working on the inner child. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord, or whomever you associate getting your help from, okay? Self-sufficiency, right? It goes right along with independence. So this is part of, you know, self-sufficiency and being independent. You know, that's all things that are empower you, okay? Empower you in your job, in your purpose, and right here in your relationships, which are most important, okay? Those are the things we take with us, okay? So if you have something come to you and you know that it's true and there's no way that it's not true, like it's your truth and you resonate with it and no one can tell you otherwise, then that's when you know that it comes from, you know, up here, your holy, you know, the Holy Ghost or the spirit within you, your highest self that's connected to source, okay? So at that point, do not doubt. Most of the people I'm talking to have opened their heart or trying to open their heart and keeping it open. And some of these people are just beaming, you know, they're, you know, working their purpose. But, you know, some are still stuck in the doldrums, you know, and still, you know, in that victimization mode, which we need to get out of, okay? And you're going to be able to do that by what? Making sure that you have gratitude, okay? So have the gratitude to get out of any negative vibe or mood. And it says relationships. I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. Okay. That was beautiful. So now I can see there is health here. So people must be taking care of themselves. If you're this sad and lonely person, please find a friend to talk to. Consider a different direction and see if you can just start like, you know, loving on yourself, you know, doing whatever it is to make you feel better, okay? Eat better, you know, get some exercise or what have you, okay? We got to start slow, then that's what we'll do. It's not a problem. it kind of seems like it's going to be maybe, you know, a love situation, but I mean, it did just say relationship, but it said union also. So it makes me sound, to me, sounds like some kind of a divine union happening. So it looks like we went from hostilities to now blossoming abundance. So once we had the Libras that had their sword up, you know, they had their guard up, you know, anything like, you know, y'all are coming out of a state of like denial, and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take this helmet off because I want to hear my creator talk to me and tell me what to do. And, you know, anything that's going to stop me and get in my way, yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this sword I have here. I'm not trying to be hostile, but yeah, the forces that don't want to help me move in the direction I want to, you know, you're going to have to take a back seat because now I'm taking care of me and my energy. I'm giving myself true love. I'm having my boundaries. You know, I'm opening my heart to make sure that I have beautiful relationships. There is an attachment of sorts, some type of fear, addiction. Felt something was sad earlier, so it might have to do something from the past, but it's changing. It's a number 5. It's like the hand is chained to something, and it looks like it's something subconscious, and that I can agree with because it talked earlier about healing the inner child. And but this, it looks like she's just like, she's changing her perception, he or she, and it's like, okay, I now leave that old precept behind because now I know the truth as an adult, and I'm telling myself a different story so that I can change my generation and my ancestral patterns. And now we have different beliefs and do things differently that are healthy for us, like meditation that once was thought to be so taboo and so witchcrafty and stuff. Like, no, everyone can talk to the divine creator, and this is how we do it. Okay, we've always done it this way, you know, it's just that you haven't. So we're going to help the rest of the world, or you guys who are waking up, know how to connect to your inner self to get your own answers and not come here unless, you know, you want it for like, okay, this is for my Libras, for confirmation. Okay, so I know every relationship wants caring connections. Let's see what kind of connection you're in, or what, show me the vibe of the Libras that you want me to speak to. I know there's different Libras and different states of beings, you know, some overcoming difficulties. Oh, there's that attachment I told you about. It's the inner child, okay? Most of the, you know, divine masculines, you know, and divine feminines are mirroring each other. And so the big inner child issue that I've noticed the trend in is fear of abandonment and fear of rejection, okay? First of all, realize that rejection is protection, okay? That I've learned, and I've integrated that. So if something is not for me, another door will open, and when something better is on its way. So you can tell yourself that new truth and take that off of your wrist, okay? Because you don't need to be worried about it anymore. You don't need to be fearful about it. You don't need to be scared about it. So find what it is that's bothering you. Get to the core. Ask yourself, is that the truth? If not, what's the truth? And then replace that truth. Oh, I'm unlovable. Well, who told you that? Well, I don't know. Maybe someone neglected you, you know, or something. Okay, you talk to yourself, that inner child, you know, and if you need help with inner child, you know, work, please reach out to me. I would love, love, love to help you. highpriestesshealer@yahoo.com. So that is a big deal for me, to help people with the in and out of those inner child issues. Okay, bottom of the deck is Sun, so nothing to worry about. You know, the Sun always comes out when I do, when I'm doing a Libra reading. The Sun's always there. So, you know, whatever happens, the best, you're going to experience the best. You're going to have the best. You're going to soar. You're going to feel all of the bad, but you're going to feel all of the good, and it's all going to be worth it. I mean, you may have already been through all of the bad, because even for the other signs, I'm feeling it with you guys too. It's like we're shining now. We're shining. We're, you know, shaking off the low vibes, and we're, you know, stepped both feet into the high vibe, ascended place that we were striving to get, you know. And it's like now it's ready to just like be in that thriving place and feeling joy, holding space for it continuously, and living our bliss, living our joy, you know, doing the things that we wish to do, and following, you know, our calling or our divine mission as we are guided, if we so decide, right? We do have a free will. Okay, so no cards want to come out. Let's see. Angels, spirits, and guides, we ask you to please be here. Ancestors and the higher self of those watching this, show us any messages you'd like us to see in the Celtic cross, starting with the Corinth, the Libra for him or her. Show us the theme of this spread and or how the Corinth is currently feeling. You're not going to speak to me? Okay, then what deck would you like me to use? All right. Okay, so there's nothing coming out. I mean, that's never happened to me, actually. Ooh, wait, 2 fell out. Interesting. I didn't mean it to be a divine masculine and feminine, but it was in my mind. So, this actually is a message for those who are on here for their loved one, right? We know who you are, the crotch watchers or the cross watchers. One of my favorite tarot readers, she says crotch watching. So that's the first and last time you'll hear me say that. Anyways, I just want to say it once. There's needing to be patience, either you with this Libra or this Libra with you, or both. But, you know, the Libra just is learning to put down their you know, hostilities, just as you may be, or just one of you, I don't know. But it looks like the patience and the waiting and the temperance and the balance is what's happening in the background and all around you, while you're learning to love yourself, open your heart chakra, you know, connect with God. And as soon as you get in that high enough vibe to where, you know, you can not only love yourself but others as yourself, then you are able and willing and given all authority to go and do that. But not till then, okay? So that's the reason why the collective, and particularly I would say the Libras, because it talked about union over there, are not in quote-unquote union, whether you're with somebody and not, you know, in sync spiritually, like vibing, or you're not with your divine counterpartner in general. But there's a vibe of them, of some kind of past or just leaving grief, right? And stepping into empowerment. So I think it's really saying, Libras, you need here to love yourself and be patient with yourself and be easy on yourself, because, you know, you're also learning to stand up for yourself and know your truth, right? Because you can hear now, you've been meditating, you know, you're not, you took the helmet off, you're not in denial anymore. You're like, I want truth. I want to know things that are of meaning, you know. I want to know about this heart chakra thing, you know. I want to know how to, you know, unite with my divine counterpartner if I have one. You know, I want all good things. I want it all, right? Because everybody on this, watch my station, you're coming here because you want it all, and you can have it all. And not in a prideful way, just that we start by loving ourselves, the creator, and then giving to others, and the abundance just rains on you. It's not like you even asked for it. It's just rewarded to you generously. So yeah, sorry it took a long time on those two. I can try this other tarot deck. Throat chakra, you may be getting a message in, you may be going through some changes, you may be keeping something quiet to yourself that you're not saying, but you're thinking, or you may be needing to change your career into something that has to do with teaching and or do that on the side or for service, since the service card came out. So that is a possibility, since like I said, we have the teaching and learning. So this group of Libras that are on here, particularly I'm seeing that you are in the position to do teaching and leading. That's all I'm going to get from here. They don't want me to say anything else from this deck, actually. And they want me to use over here this purpose deck. Okay. So yoga, your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So keep up the good work. Like I said, I felt the vibe of health. So keep doing whatever you're doing. But do learn or do continue to ground yourself, okay? And they're also confirming what I said earlier, that you're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others, okay? Right there. You are able to discern, right? You took off that helmet. So congratulations to you, Libras. All right, keep up the good work. What is this? Just a keep up the good work show? Career change, what'd I say? Right there. I mean, I know they're bottom of the decks, but they mean just as much to me. Oh my goodness, and it's a lighthouse. What did I say? You're here to be a light. You're here to teach. You're here to maybe teach the masses. I don't know, something from your throat chakra, right? Teaching, learning. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So you may not even be thinking about this, but I'm sorry, there's going to be some awakenings to people in their missions. But it's going to be something that you enjoy doing, you know. It may be different. You may think, well, no way, that's not true. That can't be for me. Like, I've never worked in that area or thought about it. But, you know, when you're led and you're guided, divinely guided, you follow. Because I will promise you, guarantee you, 100%, no doubt, that it will lead you to exactly the best and the highest place that you can be, you know, more. Because we can't even think as big as the Creator and the spirit realm want to bless us with, you know. They're just there, and they're just helping us behind the scenes in ways that we don't know. So the group of Libras I'm talking to, they have many guides. You have many angels around you. You have an angel of comfort around you. Recently, actually it's coming out in a form of an animal. So the comfort that you receive, you should give back in some way. They're saying that actually that is the way that you're learning to love, okay? Because when you love an animal and an animal loves you, it's not based upon anything else but pure love, okay? So, and it doesn't matter what you do to that animal or, you know, that animal does to you. Sometimes it's just you love who you love, who you love. And so they're just reiterating, you know, that, you know, think of people that you love and hold that space in your heart, you know, that love that you have for them. And just keep holding on to it and keep holding on to it until it fills you, okay? It consumes you, and then you are constantly in the flow. That's, you know, the whole goal, okay, guys? Not to strive, you know, through the wilderness and the mountains and the cold. That's, you know, uphill 2 miles, whatever. You know, let's do a little bit more soaring and, you know, manifesting miracles in creative ways. So I'm hearing lots of skills are going to be worked on, you know, like changing careers. So you're going to be working on learning new skills. Let's see if we can get anything, like nothing that wants to come out, okay? I got to do this one. Let's see. This one is my high vibe one I just got yesterday. Oh, actually they came out in the car. I couldn't see them though because the light wasn't on when we were driving. Emotions, hula hoop, ask yourself, positive change, flow, say to yourself, happy dance, barefoot, gratitude, and list of love. pretty much just summed up what I just said, which is what basically Spirit does. I channel something and the cards come out to show exactly, you know, what it is that I just said, to confirm it so that it helps you. But yeah, you're opening your heart chakra, learning to have that loving relationship with the Creator and yourself. This was talking about exercise, like I told you, you know, to do. And that's actually, just so you know, this movement, it says, will bring you energy down from your head and into your body, increasing your creative energy. So do your hips like in a hula hoop motion, counterclockwise, clockwise, and then in a figure 8, you know, or just get your body moving. And then this says, ask yourself. You know, I told you to go inside and figure out what it is that your child, you know, is your inner child issue. Get to the core of it and tell yourself the truth. So ask yourself, you know, questions and see how you feel, and then, you know, go from there. You know, maybe that's how you become different and transform, because you now are living from a different point of view and not from a childish point. Okay, we mature and mature and mature more out throughout life, and we gain wisdom or enlightenment. So it says, get curious and ask yourself these questions. What does it feel like when I feel good in my body? Like the sun, right? Rays on you, or just, you know, laying down your back, resting after a hard day. What does joy feel like to me? You know, is it being with your partner, or is it, you know, being at the beach, or is it, you know, being around children or your children? What would it feel like if I were able to receive joy and love? So that's what I was talking to you guys about, is, you know, staying connected and following your following your intuition. It's going to lead you to this joy and to this love. What would it feel like in my body if I were a high vibrational being? Okay, get curious, ask questions, and then notice how your body changes. So ask questions like that, and then feel your body change, or what you think, and see what comes in, what comes out. But like I said, I don't feel anything negative so far, and this confirms it. It says positive changes. So, and like I said the main thing here was going with the flow, right? Don't resist, what you resist persists. So again, like I had for you Libras, it's, you know, you're stepping right into where the collective, I got one yesterday for the collective. You know, you just fitting right in with those people who are doing the work I'm asking you to do, and you know, starting to feel better and gain your power back, you know, and feel encouraged, and know that there's support here for you, you know. Good for you. Say to yourself, it is easy to vibrate at my highest level. Every day I get better and better at it. So you can say your own thing, but that's like a mantra they're saying. You know, like tell yourself, you know, that, or what you're grateful for several times a day, and or just start saying things you're grateful for, and you start bubbling up this feeling of joy, you know. Or if you want to think about things you love, think about things you love, and more things and more things and more things, and it starts to bubble up a feeling inside you, if you want to know how to provoke that feeling. You know, or just say to yourself, I would love to feel joy and happiness. What would that feel like? Or whatever feeling you want to feel. So to me, I just got a channel message saying you are learning, and some are master manifestors. But there is a but, a huge but, okay? It says here, take back your power. Okay, you've got your power. But what did I say about this power? I said that this man was humble. So the day that you know, you aren't using your powers wisely, it will get taken away. Okay, and then you'll have to go back, you know, and scoop yourself back off the floor, and, you know, humble yourself and surrender and go through that whole process again, you know. So just stay high vibing, you know, have an accountability partner if you have to, or whatever, you know. But just do some happy dances. Whatever you got to do to stay happy, do it. It says dance around the room with or without music. Feel joy and happiness and shake your hips. Raise your hands in the air and sway. Okay? Whatever feels good to you. Be excited about life and the opportunities that are coming your way. I like that. That's something that I think I'm going to say. You know, I'm so excited about life and the opportunities that are coming my way. Instead of, you know, I mean, I can't tell you that for a time today I wasn't feeling dreary and sad or lonely or in the doldrums, you know, but I picked myself right back up. I'm like, wait, I'm working on keeping myself in high vibes, right? Empress mode, Emperor mode. And so I feel like you guys have stepped into that Emperor mode, that magician, high priest, you know, that even Hierophant spiritual person and roles. And for the most part, I see people do using their power wisely. But for those who are not, you know, just know that, well, things come back to you tenfold. And so just put out the energy that you plan to receive back tenfold. Okay, awesome. All right, grounding. Okay, so this wouldn't come up if you weren't doing it. So I'm sorry, but we're going to have to talk about these three things here. All right, you're going to need to look it up. Look up grounding, find different ways, practice different ways, and see what works for you. Barefoot to the ground, gaining the pure energy from the earth and syncing it with the heartbeat and the natural beat of the earth is, you know, recommended. Water with salt baths in it, or the ocean. There's just so many ways to do this. You know, just walking outside in nature on the grass. Connecting with the ground charges your body with the earth's energy and its natural good vibrations, right? Not just any vibrations. So gratitude. I have just mentioned that I don't know how many times. And it actually came out in the other deck. So double confirmation. They want you to continue to say the things you're grateful and be grateful for them, and, you know, not just say them. But even if you're not, you can say, I want to learn to be more grateful for XYZ. If you're not grateful for it, that would be a hard one. So it looks like this is for the negative Nancys today that we're not feeling so hot. You know, if you're too much in your head, break out the gratitude list, you know, and just remember to incorporate that heart chakra, you know, that the joyful feeling of whatever brings you joy, they say, okay, for gratitude. And last, list of love. Write a list of all the people who deeply love you. Think of all the people who deeply love you. Feel the love. Wow, that's got to be like my favorite card. So you don't even have to call them or talk to them. Like, you literally can just think about the people who love you and know that they love you. I mean, think about the people who would be there for you no matter what. Or when you hug someone and you just don't want to let them go. Or you think about them and you love them, or you miss them, or you want to see them, or you want to talk to them. Okay? And have them in your heart. Have them, and then just hold on to that feeling, okay? I guess I can try another tarot card reading for you guys, but nothing seems to want to come out. I'm sorry. One more. Oops. See, I knew we were talking about love, but we're talking about self-love again. There's love. We'll go ahead and put that down as the current. It just jumped out. Sun. Look, bottom of the deck 2 times. I'm telling you, Libras, you got nothing to worry about. You got major love in your life, major happiness in your life. This is current. This isn't future. This is now or recent past, or, you know, this looks like a now card, you know. It's like now, that's what happened. And then before, you previously were hurt, but then you healed, right? Because below you, you had argument, fighting, tug of war between yourself, beating yourself up, self-sabotage, or wanting change because of something that must have happened, or some kind of inner battle, or some kind of competition you felt you were in, or some kind of, you know, fights and criticism and judgment. Sounds like it looks like that you had, you know, previously. But looks like you healed pretty nicely, and you brought sun, and they say illumination. See, I told you you were waking up. They're saying this is because you're awakening. You're going through a shift, big shift, and awakening. You know truth from error, right from wrong now. You can discern. And that's all I ever wanted for you, Libra. That's it. Is that you discern. Because you know what? If you discern something and I discern something and we're on the same vibrational level, it should be the same thing. But sometimes when you're on different levels, then different truths are, you know certain things, I don't know certain things, and it's easier if you guys kind of grow together and ascend together. So there's been some illumination, maybe something that was in your subconscious that you didn't know that now you know. I mean, that's possible. I was sitting there eating my food, spaghetti my husband brought me, and I just was just zoning out and channeling, and I didn't even realize it, what I was doing. And he was like, what does a circle with a dot mean? I'm like, oh, it means the sun. He's like, because you were doing that with your plate. I was like, really? Was I? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, awesome. Then I must be feeling, like happy. Like I must be wanting to happiness, wanting to work on happiness, wanting illumination in this case, So I can say that I am with the Libra. I'm an Aries, so this story is kind of fitting down here. Yeah, I can say, but this is not my reading, okay, or his. This is for the collective. It's for Libras in general. And I'm very proud of you. I don't know why, but it seems like mostly like a masculine thing. Like, I mean, I know it's for divine feminines just as much as it is the masculines, because you're probably doing some mirroring in projecting and stuff. And all that was for the good. So they want me to tell you the channel message that, you tried. You both tried. Looks like a pride. Like you tried and there was pride. And it was like there was a competition or something. I don't know. Or like, it was more like one-sided, or, not an equal give or take, or somebody there was too much on their weight, on their shoulders, they felt, but they never gave up. They never gave up. They persevered. So you guys are a persevering type of a Libra here. I've never done a Libra reading, so I don't know exactly what your energy feels like, but man, this group here is on fire, very creative, and not just like, mentally, not mentally, what did I say mentally? Intellectually, mature, I guess I could say. Lots of fire, lots of passion. Like, I can do this, I can get it done. Or like in my family, we say, we don't say I can't, which means that we're going to persevere and make things happen the way we want it to happen. That's the way it's supposed to happen, right? Right. And it doesn't feel, it's right here. I'm putting it here. I just put it there. For no reason. This looks like it is your immediate future, okay? But I'm talking like now, like it's happening. Because the sun's there too, so it's happening at the same time. It's like, I want love and I'm giving myself love and I'm leaving the past and I'm healed now. And oh, I feel so good, and I'm letting down all of my worries, like all at one time. And that's beautiful, okay? This was the problem, right? You weren't holding your heart space way too tight. Remember we talked about the heart chakra and opening that heart chakra, having gratitude, learning to hold on to joy. But this was guarding your heart from love, from receiving it. Okay, so this is a group, and that would make sense why there's the Ace of Cups here, and Spirit telling you, finally, you've learned to love yourself. So congratulations, Libra. That's amazing. When I love to see this, because you have no clue how many readings I've done where it's learn to love yourself, learn to love yourself, learn to love yourself, round. You guys are probably tired of hearing me. I'm like a broken record. My kids sometimes say the same thing. Mom, you talk too much. Well, I'm sorry. You're going to thank me for one day. I tell them. Okay, so awesome. I'm going to put this as the challenge or the obstacle. You know, it was hard for you to trust, right? Because you have the issues of that, you probably still have them, but you're learning to that if you want to experience love and the highest love and be the highest version of you that you can, and you know, get manifest the things you want and show love the way that you intend to express it, they say, and not always the way it comes out. If that makes any sense to you, Libras, because it doesn't to me. Okay? So hopefully it does to you. I don't even know what I said. It looks like you just want, you know, the good times to continue. Because now you're healed and you're just thinking about, you know, making good memories, you know, leaving the past in the past, like I said. You know, the past is behind you, you know. All this, whatever this was, is now in the past, okay? And this is you leaving it in the past. Now you're into joy. Now you're into loving children and service, or, you know, loving on yourself, loving your inner child. You know, there's lots of white flowers for purity, right? So you've done a lot of inner work, guys, a lot of inner work. And it wasn't easy. It was painful, a lot of lonely times, hard times, frustrating times, anger, a lot of anger, just like everybody else, right? But a lot of you kept your cool is what I'm getting. So, I mean, I don't know how you be an air sign and just like keep your cool, but that's what they're saying. Like I feel something built up right here in my chest, like I'm suffocating, but then I can't get it out, you know, like I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. That's what I get. I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. I mean, that's nothing that I've heard. That's just what I'm getting channeled, a feeling. I don't want to talk about it. I just want it to go away. Go away. See, this is my forgiveness and empathy rock. Just go away. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. That's denial. Okay, please don't go back there. Please continue the inner child work. I know it's going to take some time and you're back in your power. And you don't need to be working constantly on yourself, you know, but, you know, a little bit every day, or, you know, whatever you need to do, even seeing a professional counselor if you need to get through any, you know, issues that you don't want to talk about, okay? Because they're there to listen and help you, okay? Or find a friend. I know you've got tons of loved ones around you, but at the moment, someone or you is sad. This is the feeling I was picking up in the other cards, you know, that I picked earlier. That's that vibe of being like sad or lonely. What else was it? I can't remember the other ones. Hold on. Oh, I don't know what I did with them. Anyways, so someone here is still either, you know, there's some pain, there's some regret. What is it? Let me see. They're looking down at the times in love that were spilled, regretful for time wasted, and just like, you know, like the sun hit them, right? They woke up and they were like, I don't want to live like this anymore. I can have it all. You know, I hear now. I hear how much I'm loved. I hear how amazing I am from my Creator. I can see myself through His eyes, through my higher self, through the people that I've went to go look to for love that love me. I see it. I feel it. I am it. I'm ready to give it. So no wonder we're talking about union. That one card said union. I just said I'm ready to give it. So if you haven't been in contact with your divine counterpartner, it seems like there's a union that's going to be happening. Okay. And or if you're with somebody but it hasn't been working out, right? In the past there was a lot of fighting or whatever. We don't know how that person progressed. We just know how you progressed. And it seems that you brought mending to the relationship. So whatever you did was a good influence in your relationship or family. And you're like, okay, well, if I want to bring love to those around me and not just me, right? You know, I mean, eventually my rays will shine on them, but it's time for me to do that thing that we talked about, that being that teacher, even if it's not a job, right? It's time to be that teacher and show by our actions, you know, this is how I got here. This is what I did. So you are needing to give compassion. So the channel message is to give compassion to those who, well, of course I want to say are low in spirit, which is one of my callings, but that's what I'm feeling for you. Like, help somebody up, you know, or make sure that when you're in this stage that, you know, you look for help. Or if you know someone in this stage, which you do because it's it's in your environment, it needs to be singed, whatever it is, like some kind of maybe talk, you know, and just saying, hey, like whatever it is that needs to come out, right? We had that fifth chakra. So you have your sword, and you have your clarity, and you have your discernment, you have your enlightenment. So you can help this person and help them move forward also. To see, there's still 2 cups up. They're not looking at those 2 cups, right? The union cups, right? What's underneath their nose. They're just staring at these other cups that didn't work out, you know? And that's not going to help their situation. What's going to help their situation is to turn around and pick up these cups, fill it up, you know, and realize that, or maybe they're full. Maybe you turn around and see these are full, and you either have them or they are headed your way. So union is definitely happening. I see the 2 cups. You're getting over something in the past, putting something in the past, healed, enlightenment, laying down your burdens. You know, you're done with arguing, because there was a lot of that in the past, you know, and now you're starting to let love in, so you're not feeling burdensome. Let's see. This one wants to come out. So hopes and fears is strength. You know, it looks like you have a goal, and it's lofty, and it's you know, it's going to be difficult to keep all this balanced and all this going, you know, because you heard all about this stuff called being consistent, having head and heart cohesion, you know, keeping your heart chakra opening, like. And sometimes there's going to be some difficulties that you just can't do alone, right? And you're going to need the strength. You're going to need to contact, you know, the spirit realm, your creator, your higher self, your angels and ancestors. And sometimes you may have to just surrender and say, I just can't do this anymore. Whatever it is, if you're having a bad day. All I say is, please help. And you know what? My creator sends me help right away. So my channel message to you would be that you give praise and pray to whom you pray and praise to, and they are blessing you infinitely and abundantly, and your eternal union, your eternal companion and union is activated, whatever that means. Okay, great. So in your outcome here, you have I would say this is a new lover that comes in. I don't know. Lover usually means like you have like a choice in love. I don't really know it to be anything else than that. So I really didn't pick up on anything that is really third party related, except that, you know, sometimes this is some thinking about somebody from the past, but you know, or maybe thinking about something that could have been but wasn't and doesn't see what's in front of them. That's another take on it. And just needing strength to make the right decisions once they discern right from wrong and truth from error, regardless of what, you know, they think they need to do, right? So whatever you feel around people, if you want answers, if you want to know intentions, by all means, please, you know, ask. Ooh, now I'm excited to see what else is going on. Let's see. So we got the Wounded Healer, Page of Swords, the Hierophant upside down. Dun, dun, dun. I just think that this person is not taking traditional ways, and they're trying to think, you know, what's best for me now? You know, what's best for me? I just need to make decisions that are going to be what's best for me now. You know, that's kind of the way the collective is going, and it looks like this group of Libras here is. And I expect you to, because I expect you to expect high things of yourself. Have high standards for yourself. You love yourself, and the person that comes to you should come to you, right? They love you. They respect your boundaries. They're respectful. They cherish you. They're deeply in love with you. You know, for me, this has always been so like a romantic, you know, but it can be fleeting. That's the only problem, you know, whereas the Two of Cups is more the divine counterpartner. This is more like your twin flame, in my opinion, but that's my opinion, you know. So you may, in the Mercury retrograde, have this come back up, as you will other things, as I talked about, from the inner child or anything from your subconscious. This could even just be a thought, not a person, right? And just something you're needing to reconcile with in your energy or with that person, right? You know, there's always apologies. There's always, you know, and those apologies, when you reconcile, or even in your own energy, with your own, you know, intellect, they help you to heal. This is the Wounded Healer. And he's going to keep going until that 10 of Wands, right? And so there's just still a little tinge there of needing to heal. So I don't know what that is in particular. It looks like somebody might be getting cut off because they found out that there is a lover. Okay, that's another thing. Because it's like, oh, I bet you think I wasn't watching you, or guess what? I found out some information. Now I have clarity. I mean, it's a Page of Swords, right? Clarity, information, messages. So, you know, this person, he or she may have gotten caught regarding a lover, right? And then, you know, there were hurt feelings, and it's like freedom. Someone cut someone off because the Hierophant's upside down. Or maybe, you know, they decide to go another way because of, you know, fate. I mean, maybe there's just a phase that's ending in a marriage, and now they're going from, you know, just partners and feeling like partners, to feeling like lovers, you know, partners and lovers. And that's the way it should be. It should have that feeling of deep love and deep passion, and all mixed together. So I think now you're able to be this lover, okay, now that you're healed. So you can be this lover to the person that's around you that's sad and wants change. And you can be the strength, you know, for that the people around you that need it. You know, and including you, whoever you deem is your lover or partner. And, you know, just make sure that before you change your precepts on any kind of organization or spirituality, in your spirituality or religion, or, you know, anything going against the status quo, just make sure that it's, you know, that it's your truth, right? You've gained your clarity, and you can discern. You're a free agent, and so you can decide what you want to, around what you want to, and you don't have to explain yourself to anybody, okay? But, you know, it would be nice, right? And you don't have to go back and reconcile with people if you just deal with people honestly and right and be transparent from the beginning, okay? So the world here is saying you now have gotten out of this phase from fighting and constantly being on the lookout, you know, for or someone being on worrying about someone being on the lookout for you, because you would get your that you now that you've gone through this these bumps, and they're called tests. So there's some kind of, you know, tests here, and you go through it, this this test, and you come out victoriously. Okay, cool. That's awesome. So whatever you did or you're going to do, whatever you're planning on it, you know, things change by the day if you change your mind. But as it stands now, this is the way it's looking. That, you know, whatever that's going on, you're going to have victory. But we already knew that, didn't we? I mean, we already knew that because I told you I've seen the sun. Oh, look, here it is right here, bottom of the deck, victory. 6 of Wands. I don't even think I need to go on. I don't, like, really. Looks good for you. You know, you're going to have some ups and some downs. Some hard times, some good times. You know, the universe may push you here or there. But you eventually end up or back with your divine counterpartner, being fulfilled, you know, having romance, solid, you know, security and solid ground, and not just, you know, the low vibing, you know, relationship. You're going to gain many blessings, and you've gone through much, and now it's time to go through a new journey. I have to take this out. It's time for you to go on a new journey, whatever that is. You will be guided, you will be led to it. It's going to be a hard one, okay? Going to be a hard test, okay? But you can do it, and you come out the Emperor by so doing, okay? And end up exactly where you're supposed to. So everything is in divine order and timing. I don't need to do any more than that, but let's see where we're at. 102. Okay, let's do it anyways. There's 2 more things about love, since this is about love. So soulmate, love yourself first, right? So as soon as you learn to love yourself, things can either you can ascend with your soulmate, you can attract your soulmate if you're not with them. You know, if things are not going well, you can reconcile with the person that you're with, somebody from the past, someone from the past life, or someone that new coming in. I haven't really seen new, except the Lovers, but it doesn't feel like a new person. Although it could be, I mean, I just don't see it as that. I just see it as joy and love in general. But then I see the Sword and the Hierophant, so it makes me think, you know, there was some kind of partnership. There's the Lovers. Someone, maybe it was 5-6. There's a lover, and they're watching you or sending you messages. Maybe they just want your marriage to end, and you know, maybe they're the one here over here all 9 of wands, because you've already laid down your burdens, you've already moved on, you know. So that's a possibility, but like I said, it says love yourself first, you know. And if you pass that test of, you know, somebody coming and testing you and you passing it and doing what's right, whatever that is for you and your and the Creator, that's not for me to determine, you come out victoriously. Just follow your intuition, okay? Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So yeah, whatever that is that's going on, you just need some time with your partner or incoming partner, or just by yourself. Okay, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, I said that earlier and I said it several times. When you don't feel like you're lovable, or go to find someone who loves you and let them love on you so that you can feel loved. Remember how lovable you are, and you can give love, whatever kind of retreat you need, a woman's or men's retreat or Bible study or spiritual class or course or anything, that is enjoyment for you and relaxing for you and gets you off the daily grind of whatever takes up most of your time. And I guess just the message is just find something you like doing, even if it's on a part-time basis, and do that. Okay, we got children. It was upside down, now it's flipping everywhere. So it's flipped up. Your love life is being affected by your children. So I mean, I don't know if this is a marriage or if it's just partners, not that are single, but one or both of you have children, or you have children together, but it's definitely being affected by them. I guess that's why they're calling you to retreat, to step up, gain your power back, because we are here to help break these bondages, these ancestral patterns, and that is how we're going to make the new generation how they need to be, instead of the way that they were taught before, the scarcity, or that, the male and men roles and the way it used to be, and just how things in society are changing, and how we need to change. We can change and adapt to it, but we need to be our own unique self and bring our truth out, and our truth may not be someone else's truth, and that's okay. You are allowed to be you, and that's all you need to do, and your vibe will attract your tribe. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, take one more. Let's take it from the top. So let's see here. This, let me take a look, hold on. So there's two groups here, like I said. There's one who, they have children are affecting it, and it says it's a new love, or I would say, renewal. But with the next one saying call in your soulmate, I would say it is new love, but it doesn't have to be. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feeling. So this Lover's card could be somebody new. Come here. I can't pick it up. That's a possibility. That's like everybody's reading, right? New love, union, whatever. So calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So as long as you have faith and you're putting it out there, your love will grow, or your new love will come. Or whatever it is that you're putting out into the world, whatever you're focusing on is going to happen. And for some of you, well, I'm sorry, you just get pushed a certain way, and fate is fate, you made your own contracts. But there is another situation here where I see a lot of passion, a very deep, deep, deep love. And they're saying, to allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So they say, who this is. It's the one that you say is your true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So whoever that is for you, and that resonates, there you are. It's either your renewal that you're in, or there is a new lover coming in. So either way, it's spicy, okay? Because the new love could also be, you know, true love. It's just that there's, you know, there's no true love cards, right? So, but in this actual dynamic here, it does kind of fit what is going on with the spread here that I see, where it seems to be someone loving themselves and bringing a lot of light and love to those around them, their children and their partner, and having strength and becoming the lover that they wanted. You know, the romantic part that we kept, you know, saying needed to happen or whatever. And it says forgiving and learning. So I guess there's still some forgiving and learning here to do, okay? And so they just want you to take stock in your brain of, you know, what's true for you. Are you happy with this person? Are you not happy with this person? Do you love this person? Do you want to be with them forever and nobody else? Or are you thinking about new love and other people, you know, online and or what have you? So it doesn't feel like that here, though. It feels like, it says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So, you know, make sure that, you know, you're in the relationships for the right reasons, okay? And I think that's one of the reasons that people are starting to see that, you know, against the grain, you know, when it comes to like divorce, you know, and having children. It's like some people just stay in a relationship for children, and that's the way they used to do it. And, you know, now there's a new way of doing things that we follow our heart and we make sure that, you know, we're with our true love, or we're with the person we love. We have good intentions. We want to grow with that person. We grow with that person. You know, it's like, yeah, we said vows, but are they keeping to them, right? So we want to stay with the people who keep their vows. And if not, we deserve love. They deserve love. And, you know, each one just needs to find out where that is at, where that is. Is it with each other or not? And you'll know. I mean, if you have this true love and passion, like, there's no denying that, okay? There's always going to be some kind of minor deception, but it's usually, if you look down deep, it has to do with some kind of hurt or pain or something ingrained in them from their childhood that needs to be, you know, dealt with, you know, to learning to communicate better with I guess with words, because I can see it's like there's something that happened in the past, right? Because there's still sadness, and there was fighting and leaving the past behind and needing to heal and dropping the, you know, the 10 of wands and, you know, the burden and needing the strength, and like it's been hard. So now it's time for the good times, they say. It's time for victory. So it's time for us to, you know, take down our masks, open our hearts fully, trust, you know, give into the true love, you know, that you're in union with, or whoever you with. It says forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, right? So if you're healing the past, which is what you just did in your recent past, right? You receive more love. Love in the present moment. I mean, it's everywhere. So you're gonna experience an abundance of love and happiness because you did the work to get it. Okay, you did all the work to get the efforts that you needed to do to be successful, to have it all. Okay, to have victory, right? To have not only new love, but true love. True love. Right? But it comes first from forgiving and learning. So you open up more space for, you know, your heart to have love and to give love. So that's a beautiful thing. So proud of you guys yet again. Good luck to you guys who have the new love coming in, and for those loving themselves and being the light to those around you and gaining your victory, like double victory. I said victory and the victory card came out, did it not? Okay. So whatever you do, you're victorious. You're happy. You've gained whatever success that is that you wanted to succeed because you did the work. You went down the lane you needed to go and find the things in your subconscious to, you know, that were there being an impasse to you in order to have a healthier or healthy relationship with a partner or with yourself or with anybody, okay? So I have some other last love cards here. And they're the ones with the hearts. Let's see, for our beautiful Libras. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Great. This is for singles, married, anybody. So Libras, they're saying you need to start with friendship. Like care about someone more than you care about yourself, or not about more than yourself, but just as much, you know. Cherish them, love them, be gentle with them, support them, you know. Don't let them get hurt, protect them. Like you would your friend, like you would have, you know, family, you know. You friends, for us, are people that are like family. So otherwise you're just an acquaintance. But I think they're saying like, you know, there was some pain here because, you know, the relationship may not have been on solid ground. It may have not started with friendship, you know. And so if you didn't start as friendship and you're doing it backwards, you know, that's okay. It can be done, but it'll be very difficult, okay? But if you're with a new lover, they know nothing about you, you know, you start as friends. I mean, that could be, you know, something, you know, good for you as well. But it just says to nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationships, and your love life will dramatically improve, you know. So, and that's in general. Just practice being a friend to someone, you know, in general is going to make you be good friends with whoever it is that is your mate, you know. There's the passion wanted to come out. Let's see. Secret admirer. I told you somebody was watching you, or you're watching somebody. There's a stalker, obsessive person, probably. Trying to, you know, use the snake and secretly, you know, use their tactics or their, you know, witchcraft. I don't know why I said witchcraft. I have never used those words before. But, you know, that may be your test. You may have, you know, someone from the past trying to come around and, you know, get you to see things their way and tell you things you need to hear. But I don't know. It actually sounds, you know, like genuine here. It says secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. I mean, even it could be your partner. You know, you're fighting and you know, you say words back and forth and you're like, you know what, I actually really do secretly admire you, but I'm not going to let you know because, you know, we're fighting and, you know, ego, right? The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So what I say, you know, you're going down a new road now. One where you have friendship, you're healed, you can have a better relationship with whomever is, you know, your lover or divine counterpartner. And so let's see. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So, you know, let go what wants to go and let come what wants to come. You know, don't try to force anything or manipulate anything. You know, just go with the flow and feel with your heart and act on faith. But, you know, this is upside down too. So I don't know why it flipped like that, but it was close to this one underneath it. And the other one that's upside down, which is the Hierophant. So I guess that's just a new way of thinking that they want you to think about, is that when it comes to the heart, it's like it's not like there's a right or wrong. Every choice just expands your understanding of life and love, you know, and some things are lessons and some things are blessings, you know, and we need to be happy for all of them. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now it's time to give to yourself, right? What I say, that's just the message from the beginning is the last message here. It's time to give to yourself, okay? Love yourself. I'm so thankful you guys are here. Please hit the like button for me right now while you're sitting here, and if you don't mind, so it help my get my channel out there and going, as it's just new and I'm trying to hit a lofty goal that I'm trying to manifest. And it would help if you would give me a thumbs up and come back and watch my next show, and or my next show. Why did I say show? My next reading, and or check out some of the other ones that I have. So again, thank you for being here. If you need me, reach out to High Priestess Healer at yahoo.com. Thanks again for coming, and namaste.